It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go from Lumen Field. Return starts at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Mayfield now from the gun. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
And the big game followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darnell Savage with the pick. And the Seahawks have an early opportunity. That's the interception on the game's 1st series. When you are facing a top 10 defense, you don't expect to wait long to see him make an impact, partner, and it only took him 1 drive here.
Yeah, this group, they didn't get that top ranking by sitting back and letting the game come to them, They get it by attacking and attacking the ball.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the 1st time. And he's down to almost, actually going to give him the 30 here. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just 1 play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? 60. Ready.
Bill Rowe from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
Check down. Ready.
Walker now from the gun. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Staying with Walker. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only a couple there, but still in good shape. Only 3 yards to go here on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
19, Charger, 19.
From the gun, Milrow. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. McLaughlin checks on the extra point. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Baker to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame. That's one, as this game goes on, he's got half. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Pistol now for Milrow. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Big strike here to Williams. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Walker on 1st down. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80. Steady.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. This play heads out of bounds. Mark it down, though, Brock. Could be some free yards here. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand.
Ready, set.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
60. Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
No row, now to throw. This one's caught. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ready.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Fix the Eagle! Fix the Eagle!
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. Into the red zone. And he takes this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Tampa Bay touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, hurt. Let's go. Steady.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Off to the races. Middle of the field. Down to the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take the lead on the first play of the drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Pierce up the middle. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at 1st down here. They'll go right back to Pierce. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Watch it. 180. Stop.
Right back it goes to Pierce. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, here's Mayfield. It's complete. This is Anguka. And they get this down to the 28. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
A 45-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Reaches the 40. Hits the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now lead by 10. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
On the pistol, give to Pierce. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he put everything he's got behind it. It is caught at the 20. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a one-score game in the first half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 4.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He's going to let not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Okay, ready?
Football on that 47-yard line. First down.
Three. Set it. Ready?
To the air. Milrow. Makes the catch. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ready?
They've got first down from the 31.
Go check. Let's go.
They give up the gut to Walker. That call going against the offense. He's tackled there, so a nice start to him. Set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag.
Ready. Turn. Let's go now.
Running it after the penalty. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
19 Tiger.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Short pass brought in. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
60 boxes.
He'll go quickly to the right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks now lead by 10. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Baker now from the gun. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. And it's the Buccaneers who have first and 10. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. From the gun, here's Pierce. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's the give to Pierce. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And this is Pierce. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
It's on target to Johnson. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 1-score game before halftime. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used a pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Milrow with it on 1st. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Got it. Ready? Hey, check that. Get it?
Looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
The final throw before the break. Looking right, and he finds him. He has this down to the 34. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Go. Hey.
Third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They gain 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Hurt. Ready.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. That one's going to be brought to an end by Shamar Stewart.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Milrow. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. And sometimes it's breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
We'll play action here. It's Milrow. Completed to his running back. Shoots away from one. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
They won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
A loss of 2.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
From the gun, Milrow. Completed over the middle. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Just 1 yard on the run. Still in good shape, though, with 2nd and goal from the 2.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Walker has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
They've been kept out so far. Need to find a couple more yards here on 3rd and goal.
65 catch. Lightning 8.
Milrow from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
On to trying the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
That's It's Godwin again. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Mayfield looking to throw on his 3rd and 1. That's on target to Pierce. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Baker throwing again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Has it in close. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Shotgun handoff to Pierce. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Mayfield now from the gun. That one connects. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They give it to Pierce. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
180!
Mayfield keeps it himself. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal.
Hey, alert! 180! What's up?
Desperation time here. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tie this game up.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Shaheed now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Shaheed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, break.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurt! Let's ready.
Here's Walker running right. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Hurt!
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back up!
Running with Walker again. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Right there. Ready?
This is Walker on 2nd. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun now for Milrow. On the move, headed right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield now, blitz coming. Short pass brought in. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st down, here's Baker. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers now trail by just a point in the fourth.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You could just run right by somebody.
Oh, look at this. The kick is blocked. Oh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for two, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
That is a sneaky little play here from the special teams unit. I know you might be thinking, yeah, they lost the lead, but that block, you know what it does? It's kind of like life. We have energy givers and energy takers. And that one just gave a little energy back to the team, even though they're down and now got to fight back.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Long and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Ready?
And out to Walker from the gun. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
3rd down. Buxton in the dime set defensively.
Hey, smash Bronson. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. And they forced a 4th down.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Buccaneers down by only 1. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. He brings it in. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Run. 180. What's up?
Now to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Staying with Walker. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
2nd and 9.
Hey, smash first down. Ready.
Shotgun handoff to Abanikanda. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Okay, ready? Go, check. Go. Let's go now. Viking 18. Big Lion.
Walker now from the gun. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate. I got to judge that one. That tells me that that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has it at the 11. And a huge Huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
180! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Regular.
He'll look to throw it. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left!
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Seahawks 41. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Clean breakup on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80!
Setting up to pass. It's intercepted! That will do it!
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Seattle.